Hello! Today I want to talk about my private planner and journal setup and use for 2023 basically. So since the last time I went through all my journals and diaries and stuff, things have changed a little. They're still the same number. Well, I've added a D&D notebook, but my D&D campaign is on hiatus right now, so I won't be going through that. Um, but yeah, since last I showed you things, I have decided to start using this this planner that I bought at Lush Dive back in November. I decided to give it a shot and I'm very happy with it so far. So I'll be showing you like how I'm using that. I've stopped using that little thin book that I was using last time with the months and the ink samples and that kind of thing and crafts and stuff. Some of the crafts and months and stuff are in here and the samples are still in that book. But it's more like a reference than an everyday carry kind of book. So first I'll just go through the journals I've filled out so far this year. So first one I finished was this one. I started it the 8th of January and I finished it within the end of the month. And then so this is a paper blanks that I wasn't very happy with and I wrote on like every other line. Then I filled out this Midori MD B6 Slim. I really enjoyed this format, so highly recommend. Then I filled out this. It's an A5 Oxford Optic paper notebook. It's just stapled and it was okay. I've reviewed this paper in the previous video. And then this Clairefontaine A5 book. My current journal is this Midori A6. I haven't put any stickers or anything on yet, but yeah, I started it the 12th of May and it's soon done. So I go through journals quite quickly, like one a month, one every 6 weeks. It depends on the size of the book. So that's those, and now we go on to the planner. So this planner has a lot of different things in it. Let's see. So here I have some tabs that I can use when I read books that I want to discuss afterwards. So I just have those tabs in here because I have this book close by usually when I'm reading. In here there are some, let's see, sample paper? I don't remember. I'm sorry. What is this? I don't know. And in the back I have some sticker sheets that are mostly like tiny stickers that you can use in planning. So some cats and some green things. These are from Midori. I think these are also from Midori. And then some more cats. And then this sheet, which is kind of random things, and then some weather stickers. The thing that I miss about this one is there isn't a good enough rain and wind one. It's rainy and windy where I live quite a lot of the time, and where are all my wind and rain ones? Like, it's too windy to use an umbrella. Like, give me driving rain. That's my main complaint about this one. And then I guess we'll go through this and my use from the beginning. So we have an overview of the years. I haven't used that for anything. Then we have like a year planner where I've put in like main things that are happening and some birthdays. I haven't filled this out completely. Like everything's missing from the latter half of the year, and there are lots of birthdays missing. So, Then there's a monthly to-do, which I haven't been filling out because this would mean referencing back to it when I'm in the middle of like a week. And yeah, so I could like, I guess this could be used for books acquired or to read lists or something, but I haven't used them. And then we have the monthly spreads, which are all like bunched together in the beginning here. And I fill them out with sort of a mini, what should I say? Like a memory keeping, like mini memory keeping, micro memory keeping, where, let's see, I can show you the layout of my May one. I actually put some effort into this and put some stickers and everything. Like the stickers are sort of related. And so let's see, yeah, related stickers. And then we have my TBR here, my books gotten down here. And then here we have the goals that were reached for each week. So J is for journaling, M is for meditation, and E is for exercise. I did not reach the goals for all the weeks. And then like a summary down here of like how many weeks out of the total did I do the thing. So I'm at least good at getting journaling in. Yeah, so this is how the months work for me. They are mostly just what happened that day, anything special, that kind of thing. I do not use these tiny things at the bottom. So when I wonder like what happened May 2023, I can open this page and get an overview of like, what did I do? Oh, I went to a Viking market. Like that's essentially it. And so I've just made June today. Just filled out my TBR, put goals reached, and made the books gotten area. So these two, the TBR and the books gotten, they move around according to where there's room on the page. Sometimes I put like TBR here, books gotten here, because there's always this line at the bottom, but I decided to put the TBR at the top this time because there's space Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it fits in nicely there. In case I buy a lot of books. I don't think I will. And so there's the rest of the months. And then this is a December start. Let's see. And I didn't use the December. And then let's see, I've sort of the weeks. Let's see, I'll open this week. So this layout is interesting to me because usually when there's a vertical week layout, so all the weekdays are up here and then you have like blocks, vertical blocks for each day. Usually there's timing down the side. For my brain, so my brain thinks of weeks going this way. It doesn't do well with the layouts where Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, where it's horizontal. So this is an ideal layout, but I do not need the times of the day, like for my private planner, because I usually just have 1 or 2 events in a day. Like there isn't that much to plan. it's more about notes and to-dos and stuff like that. So for the top here is events. I use this bit for events, whether they are timed like here or not like there, just like the main thing that's happening that day. And then these two, interchangeable. Sometimes I use this for to do and this for like memories, but it varies. These are just like free spaces. Like I wrote down that this was the second day of I don't know what's that called, pinsa in Norwegian. And then at the bottom here I do a to-do list, or maybe several. Sometimes I match the to-do list up with the day where it needs to get done, but that usually just goes in this, like one of these two. Yeah, and then at the top here we have like a little rectangle that I've decided to do the same way every day. So we have the weather with temperature and wind speed. That's in meters per second. And then we have all the things I track. So I track like 10 things. And like journaling, meditation, washing up, going for a walk, like, yeah, lots of different things. And it works pretty well. When I'm in a different place, writing down the weather, I write the place at the top for the first day that I'm there, and then I just assume that I haven't moved. So this one was weather for Trondheim, because I woke up in Trondheim that day. And then this one was weather for Leikvin, because I was in Leikvin when I wrote. So like it varies, and I try to keep writing like what place I am if I'm in a different place. So I'm pretty happy with the layout I do for weeks now. Sometimes I will, like, this will be my main spread, the one that's like open all the time. I will refer back to my to-do list, and sometimes I will leave like filling in the months until later, and then I'll just refer back to the weeks to find out what happened on that day. And so we have weeks all the way out to like the end of December. And then there's a bunch of note pages. There's like plenty of note pages. So this first section before the washi tape, this section is all books. So the books I've read, some like stuff I note down for each of them. So like, did I finish it? Did I not finish? What type? Like, was it paper, electronic, ebook, audiobook, that kind of thing? Was the main character a person of color? Were there LGBT themes? And was it not safe for work, as in, was there sex on the page, basically? And so I have one page for each month so far. So January, February, March, April, and May. I only read one book in May, so I've continued the page for June. And then, so I have space for all the months here. And then at the end, I have a couple of pages for like a summary or a statistic or whatever. Like I could make a list of my favorite books, for example. And then past this marker with washi tape, there's my craft things. So we have my measurements and all the yarn I have, like my yarn stash. It's not small. And then my fabric and my fiber. And then like all the projects I have going. So projects I've planned, started, done, that kind of thing. Repairs, and then one like section for each project just here. And so I have loads and loads of pages left in case I get crazy into crafts and need to have an overview. Like, for example, there are crafts that haven't made it into this book. I'm making lots of tiny pouches and they take maybe an evening and they haven't made it into here. So I am considering making a section for the pouches. So this is just empty. The dots are tiny, as you can see. Like, I think it's a 3mm, 4mm dot grid or something. And then at the end here we have a key for my tracking and my goals for the year and personal data, like where you should send this and who's my next of kin. And that's it. That's it. I am very happy with this journal, no, this planner, and I am definitely thinking of continuing having this for the rest of, like, not the rest of time, what am I saying, for next year as well. I like the size, I like the vertical without the time. I haven't found that from anywhere else. So this is a Hightide journal, no, Hightide planner. I keep saying journal because it says journal on the cover. It's Hightide planner type T, I think, is the B6 free weekly vertical. So I am looking forward to seeing what they decide to do in terms of covers and stuff for next year, because the plan is to keep this cover as a journal, a B6 journal cover, and then get a new planner with a new cover for 2023. But that's still in the future when we come to planner season, which I guess is like September, October kind of times. And yeah, I'm very happy with this, and I feel like everything I want to keep track of is in here, like including crafts and the weather on each day, and everything, like everything just fits in this neat little package, and I really like it. And I love that there's so many note pages at the end. I haven't found another planner that does like this free vertical weekly and that many note pages. So I guess I was just kind of lucky when I picked out this planner in Lush Dive last year and wasn't actually planning on using it, and then started using it and loved it. I've always loved the vertical layout for the weekly, just because that's how my brain works. It's very useful to have a planner that matches how my internal view of a week, a month, a year, how that like matches. It makes it much easier to see at a glance what we're working with. I've never meshed well with the horizontal layout where you have Monday at the top and Saturday and Sunday at the bottom, just because that's not how my brain works. So I recommend this planner if that's also how your brain works and you see the week sort of laid out on a line. Highly recommend. Oh yeah, it has 2 of these bookmarks, so I keep one in the current month and one in the current week, and then I just use washi tape and stuff to help me navigate to the other sections. So I hope you enjoyed this this sneak peek into my planner. Maybe it can inspire you to do stuff in your own planner, and I will see you next time. Bye!